Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to do a follow-up review on the Dell XPS 15 laptop that I did a quick unboxing video of the other day. So I've been using this now as a daily driver and wanted to give you any thoughts, good things, any concerns, any bad things about it. So let's jump into it. The first thing is this is a very well-built laptop. It feels sturdy, it feels strong, yet it feels lightweight. So you get this great balance of very good build quality. If you hold it by the corner, it doesn't feel flimsy in any way. Not that I'd recommend doing that all the time, but that the framing, the shell of the whole thing in that aluminum casing, very high quality. No issues with any of that there. The keyboard is and the trackpad are very nice. It's very nice to type on. The big trackpad actually makes this very enjoyable if you're using this a lot when you're traveling and you don't have like wireless mouse. That trackpad, very good. The click is very quiet. Pretty much you can't hear it at all, but yet it has a little bit of tactile feedback. It is a physical push, so it's not a fake tactile feedback, but it's very good quality. And the right click, everything very high end. The only complaint I have with the keyboard is the power button is right here. That's typically where I would expect like your delete or something. It just felt weird that the power was aligned here with the keyboard. You can't really see it because the button's not even labeled. So that is the power button. It's the black button in the top right corner that has no label on it. I would have preferred the power button being placed somewhere else and that space being used to more evenly distribute the bar across the top of the keyboard. So as far as using it as a laptop, that's my only complaint, and that's a minimal one. You get pretty used to the delete button being where it is and realizing that's the power button. The only thing is, if you bump it, you shut down your computer with a single click. Whereas, yeah, if you bump into that, that's just kind of feels like a little bit of an oversight for such a high-end laptop. So be mindful of that. The first time you go up, maybe to hit that thing is the delete button, you may just shut down your computer. All right. Performance-wise, obviously going to depend on the specs that you got. This is an i7, tons of RAM, tons of memory, performance. This thing's going to handle anything you can throw at it. It does have dedicated graphics on it. So photo editing, video editing, this thing is going to be able to handle it just fine. I'm not necessarily pushing the limits of this, so I can't necessarily speak to the thermals. What happens if you're doing a lot of high-end graphics work. We'll say it's generally not going to be built heavily for that, but it's going to be able to handle pretty much anything you throw at it if you're getting an XPS 15 with the dedicated graphics and things like that. There's also lower end models that are going to have less specs but the same overall quality, so I won't spend too much time on that. I'm going to go ahead and shut it real quick. The shutting and opening of the laptop I think is important. One thing have noticed is it is completely seamless here, so from a design standpoint, that's very nice. It looks very clean, but when you go to open it, there's really nothing to get your finger on here, so you can kind of get it finally wedged in there. And then one-handed opening, you kind of have to teeter it just a little bit, and then you can get it open. So that's the only kind of, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a downside, just something to be aware of, that the hinge is very good, which is good, but if you're expecting that, I don't know, it's just something that threw me off, as I expected it to just easily be able to slide my finger into there and lift the lid up based upon how thin that screen is. So that was not the case. Again, that's not necessarily a negative, that's just something to be aware of that's going to take a little time to get used to. And obviously if you're spending a lot of money on a laptop, it may be something that just kind of frustrates you at first to realize it's not as seamless as maybe you thought it would be. In the unboxing, we looked at all the ports. Obviously you are going to need a docking station with this laptop. I'm going to show you here at the end my setup with the Dell docking station, which to me is a must if you're going to be using this at a desk. You need the Dell docking station to really complete the experience. It is going to run you quite a I think those docking stations are almost like around $500 plus minus, depending on when you watch this. But yeah, you only have the two ports on the one side for charging and for the port, which is super nice because you just have one plug. You just plug in the USB Type-C there, and that's going to plug in your Dell docking station and charge the laptop fully. Just super nice. So if you're up and down a lot from your desk and you need to take your laptop with you, that alone is going to be really nice because you just pop out the one plug, you take the laptop with you, you come back, plug it in, and you're good to go. Everything boots up. So from that standpoint, very good. I do appreciate that they give you an SD card reader. I haven't necessarily had to use it yet, so I can't speak to the transfer speed of it. But it is just a nice thing, given that they took off pretty much every other port on this laptop, that they do give you at least one extra Type-C, and they give you an SD card reader. Obviously, like I did in the unboxing, I'm not sure where it's at, but it does come with an adapter, so that if you're traveling on the go, you can still use that to adapt to HDMI and a regular USB port. So if you have to go do a presentation, bring your adapter with you, and you got HDMI out on the go. So again, that's the XPS 15. Like I said, very good quality laptop, very good build quality. You're not going to have any complaints there. I mean, if you're a MacBook user, it feels like that, that single aluminum casing. It's got that level of structural quality to it. So very good there. All right, let's jump over to, I'll show you my setup here real quick so you can see how it's actually set up on a desktop environment with mouse, keyboard, multiple monitors, because I think that's one of the best things if you're going to get a laptop, getting something that you can come and go with. So let's jump over to that. So this is the XPS 15 and what I would call a business style setup. So we just have the laptop sitting here closed with our USB Type-C. That single cable is charging the laptop as well as providing all the outputs. So that cable goes around, comes into the Dell docking station. I'll post the link for this down in the description, as well as I had a review on this as well. This to me is a must if you're going to be using this laptop at a desk. You can see here behind my Google Home, all the peripherals are attached in the back there, the monitors, mouse, all those things. And so that allows that to successfully drive my setup here. 2 monitors, and then its own wireless mouse and keyboard. So that's the desk setup. But then if you were to step away, you can easily unplug that and use it. Just use the laptop as is. So it makes it super nice. If you get up and go, you just pop that out, and it will disconnect everything. And then when you come back, you just plug that single plug right back in, and your whole setup will come right back up where it was. So it's super nice and convenient. What's also nice about this dock, so if I close the lid here, it does put the computer to sleep, which is a setting you can change. But what is nice with this docking unit is if the unit is completely off, you can turn it on using the power button here. And you can wake the unit like that by simply moving the mouse, and that will bring it back on. So the docking station with the XPS 15, the Dell docking station specifically with the XPS 15 specifically, because a lot of that functionality does not work on all laptops, works really well for this setup. It works, basically you would feel like you've got a desktop computer by the way this whole thing reacts. The performance on this thing is great, but basically it feels like you've got a desktop, but like I said, you can just pop this out, bring it with you, and you're basically bringing that full desktop office experience right with you in a great laptop. So this is the way to go if you want that seamless connection between your laptop and your desk, to be able to plug in really quickly and go without worrying about more than, like I said, it's one cable. It does all your charging and everything through there, which is super nice. There you have it. That is my look at the XPS 15 laptop. I'll put a couple links down in the description to see if there's any deals availability of that laptop itself or the docking station on Amazon. If you purchase something through Amazon using one of my affiliate links, helps me out. I'll also just put a general link down there as well if you want to support the channel. So thanks guys for watching. Like I said, if you're looking for a desktop replacement, this I think is a great laptop to consider. It is going to be higher priced, but if you're looking for that premium experience where you can plug it in, sit down, work on multiple monitors, one plug, unplug it, take it with you, and have that power to go, and while you're at your desk without having to have two computers, it's a great laptop to accomplish both of those things. Just make sure you look at the specs that you're getting, make sure you get the specifications that are needed, because the XPS 15 does come in a range of different specifications depending on how much performance you need. So thanks guys for watching this video. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.